Hey, what's up? Captain Luxurious here. No, I'm kidding. Uh, call me Razi. This is a new channel that I'm devoting to the stuff that's on my mind. And there's a lot of things, a lot of random subjects that just kind of pop up, and I have some sort of opinion on it, but most of the things I'm talking about is going to be about me, like directly affecting me and shit. So, yeah. Selfish generation, it's all about me. No, I'm kidding. But anyway, smoking a cigarette here. I know it's bad for me. I'm trying to quit, but I'm out of e-cig juice. But anyway, the issue of today is something that's been bugging me for quite a while. And I've done a bit of research on it the past day because it's fairly recent. But let's start this off by allowing me to welcome you all to the friend zone, where you can watch the girl that you love date a whole bunch of fucking douchebags who treat her like shit, and you get to hear all about it, and you know you can't do anything for her other than provide her with emotional support, a shoulder to cry on, maybe take her to get dinner or movie or some fucking shit that I've done. So anyway, so this is the situation. Since my ex and I broke up so many years ago, I think I just knocked the camera. Alright, there we go. Great way to start a first video, right? Okay, so since my ex and I broke up so many years ago, I've just been on this perpetual cycle of like finding someone that's interesting and wanting to be with them, and things just aren't working out. And that's fine. There's been a couple situations where it's purely been me, where I'm the one that decides to keep them in the friend zone, which is kind of a mistake when you look back on it. And I'm a believer in karma, so I kind of think that the things that you do come back to you in some way, shape, or form. I have this philosophy that, you know, generally if you mess with me, it's going to come back on you tenfold. And that's predominantly what happens a lot of the time. Like, but I mean, that's neither here nor there. The issue with it these days, it seems to be, is that I'm not really looking for love. I'm not really going out of my way to find someone. These days, they kind of just come to me, if you will, where things just kind of fall into my lap. And I'm not trying to brag, and I'm not saying I got hoes in different area codes. I mean, I do have some people that are interested in me in different area codes, but that's not the point. The point is that I'm not actively going out and looking. I mean, I might have had an account, you know, OkCupid or some shit like that. They've been deleted, but I had, you know, I've been on a couple dating sites or whatever. I try to chat, but the most that goes on with me is that I'm trying to be friendly with people. And what it seems like these days is I'm being friendly with you, and you start showing interest in me. So I'm like, okay, cool. This girl's interested. I like her too. She's pretty, she's funny, we have a great time together, whatever thing. I never really find anyone that's just like 100%, like has 100% in common with me. It's mostly bits and pieces. Like, I can take a lot of the females in my life, mold them in a little ball, and be like, bam, perfect woman. But I don't really believe in the perfect woman scenario. I don't believe in the perfect mate. I just believe in what's perfect for you and what, like, you like. So anyway, so what happens is, girl likes me, cool. I'm gonna start showing interest in the girl. She seems like she likes me. We went out today, we went to the movies, and she held my hand during the whole movie. She never did that before. That's interesting. Saying, you know, go to a different movie. She's holding my hand, but now she takes my arm, puts it over her shoulder, snuggles up against me. Okay, I'm seeing signs. Drive her home, walk her to the door. She decides she wants to give me a little kiss. Cool. Now, this is typically the issue with friend zoning, is that when you're in the friend zone with someone, those sort of things don't typically happen. But with me, people, you've often used the baseball analogy of first base, second base, third base, and home. Gotta tell you, not to toot my horn or no shit like that, but I often go home and it's getting really annoying The smile on my face does not reflect the annoyance that I'm going through. Because, just like I said, first movie, holding hands. Second movie, got my arm around her, she's cuddling. Take her home, giving her kisses. You know, fourth movie, all of the above. Then I end up in her bedroom. Okay, fine and dandy. A situation that happened not recently. I want to say it was about a year or so back. Well, maybe. I think it was in 12. Old friend, talked to her, hit it off, everything's great, went out a couple times, had good times and shit. She seemed like she was liking me. I was liking her. I told her, hey, you know, this is fun, everything's cool, I totally like you, you're pretty, I'm interested, blah blah blah. She replied the same stuff. You're very interested, you're handsome, you know, I love hanging out with you, we have such a good time, blah blah blah. We went back, we went to a club, or we went out, whatever, we did, went back to the crib, got it in, and then we don't end up talking for like a week. And I think I text her, and she might have responded. She texted me one day, I responded, but the next time I see her, she's got another guy on her arm. That's the shit that's irritating me with this friend zoning stuff. See, I can deal with the friend zoning shit when it's like, it's like, hey, I'm interested in you, and you're like, hey, I'm not interested in you, I just want to be friends. But for the most part, that's not the case. For the most part, it's, let me continue to be all lovey and cuddly and kissy with Razi, and let me tell him how wonderful he is and how he'd make a great mate for some girl someday, and I'm sorry that that women treat him like this, and if I wasn't interested in so-and-so, I'd totally be interested in you. And see, that's my first fucking problem right there, because when someone says that to you, then I should just run for the fucking hills. But I'm kind of a hopeless romantic, and I hate seeing people go through shit. I always try and help. So that's, a big issue for me. Hold on a second. It went out. Alright. So that's the first fucking flaw. If you're interested in someone and they say that shit to you, fuck it. Because it ain't gonna happen. Okay? Because this is what ends up happening. I like you, you're so great, my boyfriend's a piece of shit, I can't stand him, you treat me so much better, blah blah fucking blah. And if I wasn't with him, I'd totally be with you, you're so sweet, and I can tell you care about me so much, and all that garbage, right? And then what happens? She breaks up with the boyfriend, or the boyfriend breaks up with her, or whatever fucking clusterfuck situation that is. And then she's like, well, I don't want a relationship right now, or I don't want to be with anybody right now, I just want to be friends. I can't, shut up, okay? You fed me all this bullshit, and then you didn't hold up to your end of the bargain. So I kept clinging to you, trying to show you that, hey, not all men are fucking douchebags. Not all men are fucking douche canoes. There's people out there that actually give a fuck about you. There's a guy out there that actually has these things in common with you, and will take you out and have all kinds of fun with you, and will help you with everything you need help. I mean, I've painted a chick's room. I've fucking helped her move. I've helped girls move. I've painted rooms. I've done it all. It's ridiculous, right? And then what do I have to show for it? Pretty much nothing. Friendships. And that's good, because there is a situation in this day and age, and the person that I got this from, his name is Vsause. I'll put a link in the description of this video, because it was actually very informative to me, because I looked at it yesterday. Because I'm intelligent. No, I'm kidding. But I looked at it yesterday, and he says it's kind of a thing with the friend zone that's not all bad. There is friendships have declined a lot, and I'll leave it to him to show it to you should you be interested in the video, because his video is a hell of a lot better than mine, but I just want to talk. But the friendships are on decline, and because of social media, and it's kind of a comfort zone for everybody, and kind of a blank slate, to where everybody can kind of find people that have their interests, and you're kind of, with something like with social interactivity, loneliness goes up, and that's kind of like my thing. I spend a lot of time on the internet, and I have a lot of friends that I used to hang out with all the time. We used to do group things, like every Saturday we get together and do something, or every weekend, every like Tuesday or something, we get together and do something. Just things of that nature where I had a group of people, but you know, life goes on, people move on, and those sorts of things don't really happen that much anymore. I understand that. But so people don't tend to have a lot of friends. It's like when you think about that, think when I say that, or when you hear Vsause say it, think about that pertaining to your own life. Like, how many friends do you actually have? Because I have a lot of people that are friends, but I don't have a lot of people that I think will honestly be there for me and spend time with me and stuff. So, and what do friends do? They offer emotional support, and you can hang out with them and you can have fun and stuff. So being friend zoned in some situations are cool. It's like, I don't mind being the friend that you come to and talk to and you want to spend time with and vent your problems to, and to help you out with things and all that good shit, right? And when Vsause said that, it kind of clicked in my mind a little bit, where it was like, you know, I feel that. You know, I feel that, and I enjoy being that friend that someone can call on and spend time with and all that jazz, right? But then I got to thinking, I was just like, why the fuck do I always have to be the friend? You know? So seriously, like, why the fuck do I always have to be the friend? It's been 7, 8 years since I've been with someone, relationship speaking, and I'm kind of in the vein of, I'm really getting sick of that. So so, you know, really getting tired of it, and I want someone for me. God damn it. My tripod's broken. But yeah, I'm really wanting someone for me. And like I said, I'm not necessarily looking, but I just kind of see people and I talk to them. And back to my previous tangent, is that more often than not, the girl seems to show interest in me, and then I show interest in them, and then all of a sudden they don't have the interest anymore. And like I said with the previous scenario, everything with the girl was cool, we were digging each other, everything was fine, we ended up going back to our place, doing the deed, and then I don't end up seeing her for a week, and then the next time I see her, she's got another guy on her arm, and I'm like, what the fuck? You know, I didn't just come right up to her and say, what the fuck? But I was like, okay, there's this guy here, and sweet, you know? So I'm an ass. I'm just gonna put it out there, I'm an ass. And I basically acted like I didn't give a fuck. Like, because I don't, to be honest with you. I don't care. Like, I didn't care. I was like, you know, I like the chick, I'm still gonna show her that I like her. Which could be seen as the wrong thing to do, but, you know, whatever. It's done, it's done. So, you know, we didn't really make out or anything, but I think we kissed a couple times. I hugged her a little bit, you know, I danced with her, stuff like that, and he just kind of laid back in the cut and watched. And I was like, hey, you know, come grab your girl, you want her. I don't usually act like that, but I thought it was pretty funny. And I think I took a friend with me. Yeah, I took a friend with me that night. And later, she was just like, that was pretty funny how that guy just, like, let you kiss all up on the, you know, the girl he's dating and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, it's pretty funny. But anyway. So, yeah, the friend zone. It's a terrible place. And I've been here a lot. And I can't think of any situation in the past 7 to 8 years. Well, I can think of one. There's been one or two, actually, where it's been me that's kind of been the one that kept things friendly. And so I can understand from the point of view of, like, maybe I felt that me and this person weren't completely compatible. Maybe it was just like a sort of glorification of, so-and-so and I have this much in common, so our relationship will be great, and I think it would be something to be worth doing and everything, and, you know, then you kind of get to that friends with benefits situation, and that's typically where I end up, is friends with benefits, and I can't really seem to get past that, and that's the annoying part. So, But I guess it turned for the better is the most recent situation. I like the girl. We've been talking for a while. Things have really been sweet. I've really been enjoying her company. But she decided that she wasn't interested in me. She told me that she would rather just be friends, that the more we talked, she saw me as a friend, not as a companion. And that really bugged me, but at the same time, it's like, okay, like, at first it really upset me, because I don't understand why. But I guess I do understand why now. And, and that's because it's not, I don't want to say that it's necessarily because I was too nice, because you can't rule that out, as Vsause says. Like, you can't rule out being too nice. But I think it is partially because I was too nice. I've done things for her that I maybe shouldn't have done. And just because, like, I like to be helpful, I like to help people. It's like, generally, any of my friends know if they need me, you know, I basically kind of live by, if I got it, you got it. So if you need some help from me, I'm more than willing to help you if I can. And so I helped her out in multiple ways. Well, just two, but one was multiple times. But she likes another guy, and I'm kind of a pompous ass. I'm kind of narcissistic. Like, I'm not the best looking fucking person in the world, but I tend to think that I'm attractive. And so I look at this guy and I'm just like, okay, if you want to be interested in that, you know, fat zit-faced motherfucker, go right ahead. You know, you want to miss out on this fucking chocolate Adonis, go right the fuck ahead, you know, whatever. That's your loss, not mine. But, you know, I'm not, in my heart, I'm not really like that. I just tend to be like that because it makes me feel better. So anyway, we haven't really discussed it, but I can understand that, you know, maybe she has more in common with him and everything, and that's cool. And upon reflection, it's like, you know, maybe we don't have a ton of stuff in common either. We have a lot of similar likes, and we do have a really good time talking to each other, but, you know, maybe she is right. Maybe we're better off as friends. And but God, she's fucking beautiful. That's the thing. It's just like, oh my God, you're amazing. And I kind of have this, like, fantastical vision of what I want. And this little fantasy, if you will, that what I want my life to be in the near future. And I tell her this, and she's just like, she's basically just like, Razi, just take me now, oh my God. And she, like, really enjoyed my fantasy and everything, and I was like, okay, you know, cool. And it was just something I playfully told her. It wasn't like, you know, you're gonna be my girlfriend, blah, blah, blah. But it was like, you know, she showed interest, I showed interest in her. And I wasn't pussyfooting about it. I told her, you know, yeah, I want you to be with me. It's plain and simple. I'm interested in you, and after a while, and... But it was that same mistake where it was, she was interested in someone else. Now granted, I didn't know this in the beginning, but she was interested in someone else. And that person turned out to be a complete fucking douche canoe. And what ended up happening? They broke it off, and she tells me she doesn't want a relationship. Yeah. I don't really know if I got any point that came across in this, but I was mostly just rambling. I tend to do that. There's gonna be a lot more of that. Maybe I'll write some notes and actually structure my fucking thoughts, but anyway, I'm 19 in it. Excuse me. I'm 19 minutes in. This has been RaziRantz. Hopefully, my next one won't suck as much. I don't know. We'll see. Thanks for watching. Oh, man.